Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good, they're usually under the radar, not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the brand Nayaat. Brand Nayaat is a subsidiary or branch of House of Orientica. House of Orientica doesn't need introduction. Many of you are familiar with. Some of you have perfumes from them. They are one of the best perfume houses from United Arab Emirates, and they have a very extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio. This Nayaat brand is been created just a few weeks ago, so they are very brand new, and they have 12 perfumes in their lineup right now. This is the 12th one I unboxed and reviewed. They send me this perfume for review, but everything you see and you hear in these videos are my opinion. It's my video. They have no say in them. There is no money exchange, there is no sponsorship, there is no affiliation. It's pure information for you guys out there. So let's get to the update. So this one in particular is from their XLNC line. Is this XLNC line? They have 4 perfumes in them. They are 200 ml big bottles, and they are EDPs, and they're usually targeted for men. Usually this one, it is a little bit on the masculine side as well. So this one is called Nayaat XLNC, and this is Infinity EDP 200 ml. Look at the huge bottle. This will last you years. If you're somebody like me who has so many perfumes in their portfolio, in their collection, this will last you a lifetime. Unless you use it every day like a signature scent, then probably this one will last you about 2-3 years. So it's a big bottle, and it retails for £90. For that price, this is an absolutely gorgeous fragrance. So first thing first, presentation wise, they are excellent in terms of box, in terms of bottle, the cap, the attention to detail, heavy frost glass bottle. Everything about it shouts quality, it shouts like a niche. They are a niche house anyway, the House of Orientica. They make everything inside the company from the scratch to the perfume itself. So they are a niche perfume house, plus they are they don't make anything else apart from perfumes and perfume related products. So they are a true niche house, perfume house. So this one in particular, as I said, the presentation is excellent. In terms of performance, I'm happy to say it's a very good performer. On my skin went easily over 8 hours. On t-shirt and materials goes easily over 12 hours, which is fantastic. On materials, this goes for days. So I would suggest, if you are going to get it, if you are interested, put some on the skin, like maybe 5 or 6 on the skin, 5 or 6 on the t-shirt, and it will last you until the next day, no problem. I put 10 sprays of it on me, and that was ample enough for me to smell it all day. It's a very strong perfume, very long lasting. For a price you are paying for 200 ml bottle for an EDP, this is a very good performer. In terms of projection, I had an arm length of projection for around 2 to 3 hours, and after that slowly subside, but you always have a good bubble, good cloud, and a good trail behind you. This one will shine and perform even better in summer, because at the moment we are in the heart in the middle of winter, and it's very cold. So, and because this is fresh to semi-fresh fragrance, it lasts that amount, which is very impressive in a cold weather. But if you use it in the summer, in the heat, in the warmer weather, wow, this probably will exceed that performance as well. So always remember this. But one thing you should always take from these videos, these are my opinion, it's my skin, it's my environment, my climate, my nose. So for you, the performance could differ from person to person. So let's get to the who is it for. This is definitely on the masculine side. I would say unisex, but leaning masculine. Although the DNA in here is very friendly, it is quite unisex because it's modernized, it's modern, it's trendy, it's up to date, is very it's quite similar to the very famous perfumes out there. especially three perfumes that this one reminds me of. One is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mal, the other one is Y by YSL EDP, and the other one is Dior Sauvage EDP. So again, it's not a one-to-one to any of them, it's not 100% to any of them, but there's got a characteristic of this perfume, the DNA is in a way that it reminds me of these three fragrances to some extent, not a full extent. Okay, so just to put you in the right direction, what kind of smell to expect, and give you a mental picture, what does it smell like overall. So definitely I would say this is ageless. Anybody from 18 to 180 can wear it, because it's very, very friendly. DNA in here is very crowd pleasing, it's very people's pleaser. It's one of those fragrances that definitely will garner your attention. In terms of season, this is better suited for warmer weather because it's a fresh fragrance. First and foremost, I would classify it as fresh to semi-fresh, and also I classify it as aromatic, spicy, sweet fragrance. So and in terms of occasion, this is very versatile. You can use it for a formal occasion, evening, for close encounter, for dating, for special ceremonies, for formal occasion, for evening, for everything like that. And also you can use it as a daytime, casual, going to work, going to gym, going to do your chores and things like that as well. So, and also the price is right, 90 ml, 90 pounds for a 200 ml bottle, which is a big bottle. You can use it anytime, anywhere you want, and also you can use it as a signature scent. Is that good? And in season wise, as I said, this is better suited for warmer weather, but you can use it all year round because it's got some complexity to it. Not only it's got some freshness to it, but it's got some complexity to it. You can use it in winter. At the moment, I wore it for the last 2 days and it was very, very impressive. I absolutely enjoyed this fragrance to the max. Okay, so let's get to the nitty-gritty of this perfume. So this perfume, as I said, those three fragrances reminds me of to some extent, which is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mal, what was that? Yeah, YSL EDP, and to some extent Dior Sauvage EDP. So if you know those three, probably you know this. If you like those three, probably you like this. If you don't like those three, probably you won't like this. So this is the simple explanation for it. It opens up with a huge lavender. So on top we have lavender and bergamot and mint. So this combination of the bergamot, mint and the lavender is super aromatic, very zesty, very, very minty, and in the same time I'm smelling something like violet leaf, which I'm mentioning, and giving it that greenness as well. So it's green, it is aromatic from that lavender, and it's quite zesty from the lemon and the bergamot. I'm smelling something like lemon bergamot in here as well in the beginning, and that opens up super bright. Opens up bright, happy, very inviting, very captivating, very alluring, and also to some extent sensual. Very, very sensual perfume. As I said, this is a very, very trendy, up-to-date, today's trend in the market. In the mid, we have benzoin, pineapple, and amber. So the benzoin and the tonka bean and the vanilla in here, giving it that sweetness. The sweetness of it, it is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It is ample enough to go everything together in here. The balancing act in this perfume is a perfection. It's beautiful. The dry down actually gets very tonka beany, so you need to like your tonka bean to enjoy it. In the beginning, the tonka bean is not that big, it's just a small amount of it, but by the time it dries down, it goes tonka and more tonka and more tonka, and it gets stronger and stronger, and it gets creamier, and it gets a hint of lactonic in here, a little bit of milkiness to it, which is coming from that, and some nuttiness, which is coming from that tonka bean in here. The tonka bean in here is to die for. It's gorgeous. It's very naturally smelling. The good news is tonka bean still is one of those widely available ingredients in the market that you can easily use and utilize the natural aspect of it. You don't need to go synthetic, and this is what you smell in here. You're smelling a natural tonka bean, which is creamy, it's delicious, it's nutty, it's earthy, it's sweet. It's just basically beautiful, and it's very, very well done. So the pineapple in here giving a little bit of that tropical feel, little bit of that sweetness from the pineapple as well, little bit of fruity aspect, giving a hint of fruitiness as well overall. And the amber in here is a very interesting amber because it's a combination of both ambers. It's a quite dense and sweet and spicy and gooey amber, and also in the same time is effervescent, is bright, is see-through, is airy amber. So it's a combination of both ambers, which is very, very interesting, and that's why I absolutely enjoy this perfume for the last 2 days. It just was mesmerizingly beautiful. Musk in here is a little bit musky from beginning to the end, but the musk never takes over. It's just always in the background. But what it takes over during the time, which dries down and gets stronger, is the tonka bean plus the vanilla plus the benzoin. These three get stronger and stronger, especially the tonka bean. Tonka bean is basically a dominant in the dry down, and it's giving a hint of darkness, not too much, just a hint of earthiness, hint of darkness in the dry down. Overall, this is fresh to semi-fresh fragrance. So in the beginning it's quite fresh, later on it becomes semi-fresh with that little bit darkened tonka bean in the base. There are some, goodness me, what a beauty, it's gorgeous. The dry down also from time to time gave me a little bit of woody feel. I'm not sure where's that come from. Maybe there's a combination of cedar sandalwood in here which they're not mentioning, but it gets a little bit woodier. But that tonka bean is the by far is the biggest player in the dry down. I would say tonka bean first, and then vanilla, then benzoin, and then the rest of the things in here. So if you like this kind of fragrances, if you like those three I mentioned in my review, the three fragrances, I just mentioned them again very briefly because some people might skip. There are three perfumes that this one reminds me to some extent, again not one-to-one but to some extent, and that is Le Mal by Jean Paul Gaultier, YSL EDP, and Dior Sauvage EDP to some extent as well. So let me just give you a very quick rundown to what to expect. So amber in here is very, very beautifully done. As I said, it's a combination of effervescent amber and a deep amber, so it's very, very interesting indeed. Lavender plus a little bit of violet leaf, giving it that beautiful the hint of just a very small amount of medicinal feel, not too much, but giving it that beautiful lavender freshness, which is beautiful in here. The vanilla plus the tonka bean plus benzoin, giving it that sweetness in the base, and a hint of resin in here, not too much. Warm spiciness, which is to my nose coming from a combination of nutmeg and cinnamon, which they're not mentioning again, but I'm getting a hint of cinnamon, hint of nutmeg in here to give it that warm spiciness, especially in the dry down. Sweet, yes, because we got pineapple, which is quite sweet and juicy. We got the tonka bean, which is very, very creamy and juicy and sweet and nutty, and we got vanilla, which is very, very well done in here. The vanilla giving it that creaminess, which plus the sweetness, and also the benzoin giving it a hint of resin plus the sweetness as well. Aromatics, yes, very, very aromatic, especially the first half is super aromatic, so you need to like aromatic perfumes to enjoy it. And quite fruity, which is coming from that pineapple, giving it a little bit of sweetness, little bit of tropical feel plus the fruity aspect of it. And overall, this is a very, very well done perfume, very good perfumery in here, very good ingredients in here. House of Orientica plus Nayaat here done perfection job, absolutely gorgeous. I give it 10 out of 10 from beginning to the end. Although the DNA in here is very friendly, and usually I like my perfumes to be a little bit edgy, a little bit unusual, a little bit different, but because it's done so well and it's just from beginning to the end, I always smell myself, wow, what a smell. And I was surprised how much I enjoyed it, because I thought, oh, this is going to be a little bit on the generic side, but it wasn't. It was very, very nice, especially that dry down, the tonka bean in here, mamma mia, what a beautiful creamy tonka bean. So you need to like your tonka bean to enjoy it overall. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. amazing value for money. They smell great, and they're hidden gems. This beauty is definitely hidden gems, at least for me, for my age, for my taste, for my experience. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So there are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them the huge body, deep, dense, and very thick and very long lasting, very huge characters. And they are like time capsule. They take you different places, different time, and they are very artistic and unique. They are super beautiful, if I say myself. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I see you later. Bye bye bye.